Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about how Cardi B is now having these new charges brought forth against her by Tasha K. I decided to make this a live video, an impromptu video. And if you guys want to call in and weigh in on the topic, you definitely can. I'll take a few calls and bring you guys up to speed. But Tasha K is now, accusing Cardi B of assault. I'm going to go on over to TMZ to read you guys the article. The phone lines are open for you guys to call in and give your opinion on this, but I will only start taking calls after I read you guys the article and bring you guys up to speed and everything like that. So
All participants are muted and they can unmute themselves.
So the phone lines, like I said, they're open. So let me go on over to the report to bring you guys up to speed on what is going on. Okay, so let me take that off the screen. Hold up, let me take this off the screen. Okay, so this is on TMZ and it says, Cardi B blogger accuses her of assault, calls in the FBI. And then it says, Cardi B's sworn legal enemy is turning up the pressure by claiming the rapper assaulted her, even though they were never in the same room, and by dragging the FBI into their battle. Tasha K is the blogger Cardi sued earlier this year for accusing Cardi of being a drug-abusing prostitute with an STD. Tasha countersued Cardi for slander, but now she just amended that lawsuit to claim Cardi caused harm to her unborn child. Tasha's new claim of assault centers on alleged threats made by Cardi and Schemo, Cardi's former roommate and BFF in the suit. Tasha says Schemo posted violent messages about her on social media. As for Cardi, Tasha claims the MC encouraged gang members to handle her, which Tasha took as a violent threat. If that wasn't enough in the suit, Tasha says Cardi referred to her as a dumb AB and a hoe multiple times on IG. According to docs obtained by TMZ, Tasha was in the first trimester of a high-risk pregnancy at the time of the alleged threats, and she says doctors put her on mandatory bed rest. Although she's not suing Schemo, Tasha says his alleged violent threats scared her enough to call in the FBI, but according to her, the agency simply told her to move if she was so concerned. Tasha says she took their advice and moved, which is why she's suing Cardi for moving expenses as a part of her $3 million lawsuit. We've reached out to Cardi's camp for their response to new allegations. No word back. So it looks like Tasha K says that, her team threatened her. She felt threatened. And because she felt threatened, she decided to move because she felt like her safety was in jeopardy. I want to know what you guys think about this. Definitely can call in. The call-in number is on the screen. The call-in number is 605-468-8756. The access code is 284538. I'll take a couple calls from you guys to see what you guys think about the matter, and then I'll move on to more stories. Let me post the access code in the chat so you can copy and paste it in the chat, or it's also in the description box. I want to know what you guys think. Somebody said you weren't there, so you don't know what actually happened. I never insinuated that I knew what happened. I just simply read what was on TMZ. So I don't know what you're talking about. I said for you guys to call in and tell me what you think. I didn't tell you guys what I think. So if you guys are just tuning in, I just read to you guys a TMZ report about this countersuit that Tasha K has on Cardi B, and I want to know what you guys think about it. Those of you, okay, you said you were talking to somebody else. I'm like, wait a minute, what? I be seeing the chat late sometimes. For those of you who are just tuning in, I just read a TMZ report that is talking about a countersuit that Tasha K has against Cardi B because she feels like her life is in danger, or was in danger before she moved, because of the whole incident that she had with Cardi. I want you guys to call in. Somebody said TMZ is full of it. I mean, they be making these stories. Somebody said it's not about her being scared. It's about her having money to go to war. Um, Somebody says that she needs to pay Tasha. And then somebody said, when did this all happen, according to TMZ? I guess this happened when they first started having the back and forth about the whole lawsuit. When Cardi B first said that she was going to sue her, and when they first had the exchange, I'm assuming, it doesn't say an actual date, but I'm assuming that's what no, you call in with your cell phone. There is no app. You call in with your cell phone. You dial in the number 605-468-8756. Once you get the number on the line, then you enter in the access code. The access code is 284538. There's no app. You just call straight from your cell phone, and you call in, and you're able to give your thoughts on the matter. Somebody said, hey, Nique, love your channel, love your opinions. Thank you for the support, and thank you for watching. It says, it's hard to believe this. TMZ is Team Cardi. They never say anything negative about Cardi. Well, they put up this article in response to the amended complaint that Tasha K has. So they're not saying that. They're not making up things. Tasha K is countersuing Cardi. That's not a false statement. Tasha K talked about her countersuing Cardi, and the first countersuit that I seen was for $1 million, and now it's been amended for $3 million for the cost of her move to secure her safety. We have somebody on the line. Let me open up the phone lines. 412, hello?
Hi, yes. I'm calling because Tasha K's getting a little out of hand with the $3 million. Like, the $1 million I feel like was okay. Cardi B's wrong in the situation, trying to sue Tasha K. That's ridiculous. Like, these blogs get on here and talk about every single body, this and the new. And the minute Cardi's not being talked about, she does something where every YouTuber, every blog, every social media site, they're talking about her again. This she gets mad. So, I mean, like, the $3 million is kind of pushing it. But, I mean, I honestly, I feel like Cardi should have to pay her something. $3 million is a little bit much.
Okay, so you believe that because Cardi B sued her, Cardi B definitely should be paying her, but you think that the $3 million is too much, is what you're saying?
No. I don't think because Cardi B sued Tasha K that Tasha K should be suing her. I think because Cardi B got so upset, about what Tasha K was saying. If that was the case, she should have sued you. She should have sued everybody, every blog, even though you guys may not know if the news is 100% accurate and stuff. It's trending. You guys will want to pick it up. You know what I mean? For her to.
Well, the reason that she sued Tasha, if you're unclear, the reason that she went after Tasha is because of the claims of her having herpes and her having, STDs, and, those were the reasons why. And then because of, going after her friends. So it was very specific. So I don't know if you were
right.
aware of that.
Yeah, no. I was aware, and I felt like it was more so, the Storm Marie story that had, her really in her feelings.
Right, like, that's where it stemmed from.
Yeah, and Tasha K did go after, her friends and all the people she felt like they was, I guess, communicating on her Instagram and stuff like that. She did, go after those people. But for Tasha K or for Cardi B to want to sue her, I mean, that was just, ridiculous. Like, what were you going to get from her? What were you going to get? Nothing. And now, because you sued her, claiming all these things, now Tasha K has, I guess, the motive or the right or whatever you want to call it to go and try to prove her case. No, this is not what happened, but let me show you all these videos.
I guess that was her attempt to shut up the bloggers. Cardi B doesn't want any bloggers saying anything about her. So that was her attempt to, make an example. And that, I guess that was the first step. But Tasha K decided to countersue. So now they have this back and forth going on.
And now I just feel like, you weren't going to get anything from Tasha K this food. That was just pointless. That's why I feel like because you opened up that can, you like being a celebrity the way Cardi B is, like you first of all, she put it out on social media. Had she just done it privately with her lawyers and not been looking for attention, it would have been different. You know what I mean? But because she put it out there, oh, this blogger lady and all this other stuff when, we've heard that she was friends with, like certain blogs. I know, for instance, Tea Tenders, Lovely Tea. Like, I remember watching Lovely Tea's videos like back in 17 around the BT Awards, and Lovely Tea was saying, how did, why is everybody pushing this girl to fame so fast? How is she getting fame so fast? Lovely T's videos were so detailed, and I would think like, wow, that is true. Lovely T had a point, and then it just switched after the Star Marie thing. Now all of a sudden, Lovely T's videos are more, not bad mouthing Cardi B. She doesn't even do too many videos about Cardi B anymore. But if that was the case, she would have gotten mad at every single blogger that had something bad to say. Tasha K did.
Yeah,
go
but she
too
can't
far with that.
sue anybody for having an opinion. So what she decided to do
Right.
was sue for defamation. So even if, somebody has an opinion and says that she's irritating, she always goes on these rants, she this and that, she can't sue for that. But what she can sue is defamation. So that's what she decided to go after Tasha for, even though it was Star Marie who is the one who said it or whatever. But I
Right.
guess she went after her because it was on her platform, and then they got into a little bit of a back and forth as well.
And then the girl that she went after, I think she called her Blacklit Remy or something
Her
like that.
friend.
The girl is in court with Cardi B, and that girl, if I'm not mistaken, she put a lot of this business out there anyway. Like her videos, I'm sure, are being held, with the court and all that stuff. So it wasn't like in my opinion, and it could be different but from what I've seen, it wasn't like Tasha was trying to like find these people. Like these people were just out there. And Tasha, either she like ran across some people pointing her in the direction of them. You know what I mean? So I think like all this stuff was out there, and Tasha K just took advantage of it and was talking about it. And I get the defamation part as far as like the STDs, but I mean she pretty much admitted to everything else Tasha K said. You know what I mean? Even that one video, like I forget what blogger put it out there, that she was riding in a car with the pants down because she didn't want to get a yeast infection. Like, in my opinion, like, why would you even say something like that? And then, get mad when people say certain stuff about her having, certain type of STDs. Like, I just don't know. So, in my opinion, Cardi B shouldn't have just nobody is going to take Cardi B's fame. Doesn't matter what lawsuit. Even let's say Cardi B even had to go to jail, she's still going to come home and still be Cardi B, or she's still going to be whatever. So for her to even try to go at Tasha K, this YouTube blogger, she's not even mainstream yet. She's on YouTube. Like it just made Cardi B look real sad, and I was just like.
Well,
Now,
us bloggers do have a lot of reach. So, I mean, you do have to take an account. And
no,
I'm going to
I
give you a
do.
final word. And then I'm going to go to the next caller. But, we do have a large amount of reach. Like, this isn't the day where everybody watched TV for their news and they waited for the local 10 o'clock news. People are now on YouTube because cable packages are too expensive. So, I mean, I hear what you're saying, but then some of it I'm like, well, we do have big audiences
No, I
as well.
absolutely
But I'm going to
agree.
give you a final word, and then I'm going to go to the next caller.
I absolutely agree with the YouTube thing. And when I meant like mainstream, I meant like TV wise. You guys are absolutely mainstream because everybody does tune into YouTube before they tune into TV. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. That's
Okay,
it.
thank you so much for calling in. I do appreciate your input. I'm going to go on over to the next caller now. Okay, 918, what's your name? Where you calling from, and what are your thoughts?
Hello, this is Bunny Black. I'm calling from the Midwest.
Hi, how are you? What's your
Hi.
thoughts on this situation?
I'm really excited to see where it all goes. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was scared for Tasha K because as a viewer, I watch her because I mean I feel like sometimes I think she's a bit exaggerated, but I do understand that she has like a drama blogging show, I guess, and so I actually admire the way that she's able to spin her stories, but at the same time, I was scared for her because I don't think she was using the word allegedly a lot. I don't know if she automatically assumed that we knew what her channel was about, But I do know she wasn't using allegedly a lot, in my opinion. So I actually noticed it more after the whole lawsuit thing came out. I'm like, oh, okay, so she's using allegedly more, which is good for her. So I was scared for her about that. But at the end of the day, I mean, there's just so much out there that Cardi B has put out. I mean, she's just really raw with everything about her. You know what I mean? From wanting to suck her man's penis on camera, and it's just like, I mean, you put this stuff out here, so automatically, with you being a celebrity and having millions of followers or whatever fans, you're just gonna get stuff made up about you or said about you, whether it be true or not. So why can't you just be like Beyonce and shut the hell up and keep it pushing? Like, I mean, you already know what you are and who you are. You already know how you came up in the game. Things are changing. You came up in the game from Love and Hip Hop. What is Love and Hip Hop about? Drama. And most of it's not even true when you put all this out here. So why is it so different now that you're a celebrity? Like, standing your truth.
Right. No, I understand that. I do get that. But I mean, us as humans, whether you're a celebrity or not, nobody wants, even if you do bogus stuff, you don't want something made up about you and spread. Okay. Like, so I do have to be fair in that regard. Like, we gotta, be real about it at the same time. Like, she be on some bogus stuff, but nobody wants something to be made up about them either. And this stemmed from Star Marie. Like, at the end of the day, Star Marie is the one who actually said it and should be the main target. But, I understand, like, even though, like, I have no problems, no issue with Tasha, but I mean, I do understand how this happened, how we got to where we are, and why she would be bothered by it,
No, I completely agree. Nobody wants shit made up about them. But at the end of the day, like, if you know, I don't know, but I'm not a celebrity either, so I can't imagine having so much coming at me. But, I mean, damn, you're a celebrity. You got millions of dollars. Like, I'll buy a Gucci bag or something. I don't know. Like, I feel like
I feel what you're saying, though. I'm going to pause you for a second. Wait, I'm going to pause you for 1 second because there's so many people who just came in. I'm going to come back to you, but I want to recap what's going on because so many people are entering in the chat and they don't know what we're talking about. So I'm going to read the article one more time, go through it, and bring everybody up to speed. And then I'm going to give you another word, and then I'm going to go to the next caller, and then, go from there. So just hang on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. So let me recap everybody who is just tuning in right now. So basically what's going on is Cardi B sued Tasha. And from Cardi B suing Tasha for defamation, Tasha K then turned around and gave her a countersuit. The first countersuit was for $1 million. This second countersuit is for $3 million. I'm going to go on over to TMZ to read to you guys what they have written up for those of you who are just now tuning in so that everybody is brought up to speed on what's going on all at once. Okay, so let me bring this back up. Okay, so this is a report by TMZ. And it says, Cardi B blogger accuses her of assault, and she calls in the FBI. And so they say that this is an exclusive, and it says, Cardi B's sworn legal enemy is turning up the pressure by claiming the rapper assaulted her, even though they were never in the same room, and by dragging in the FBI, into their battle. So it says, Tasha K is the blogger Cardi sued earlier this year for accusing Cardi of being a drug-abusing prostitute with an STD. Tasha countersued Cardi for slander, but now she just amended that lawsuit to claim Cardi caused harm to her unborn child. Tasha's new claim of assault centers on alleged threats made by Cardi and Schemo, Cardi's former roommate and BFF in the suit. Tasha says Schemo posted violent messages about her on social media. As for Cardi, Tasha claims the MC encouraged gang members to handle her, which Tasha took as a violent threat. If that wasn't enough in the suit, Tasha says Cardi referred to her as a dumb AB and a hoe multiple times on IG. According to docs obtained by TMZ, Tasha was in the first trimester of a high-risk pregnancy at the time of the alleged threats and says doctors put her on mandatory bed rest. Although she's not suing Schemo, Tasha says his alleged violent threats scared her enough to call in the FBI. But according to her, the agency told her to move if she was so concerned. So they told her, like, listen, if you're so scared, then move. So that's what she did. It says Tasha K says she took their advice and moved, which is why she's suing Cardi for moving expenses as part of her $3 million lawsuit. And then it says that they reached out to Cardi's camp for their response to the new allegations, and there is no word back. So I just wanted to recap that for you guys, those of you guys who just called in or just tuned in and didn't know what was going on, didn't know what the assault was. There wasn't a actual physical assault, but she's saying, you know, the claims and the threats made by her and Schemo and things like that made her, you know, fear for her life and all of that. So now I'll go back to the caller, give her I'll go back to the caller, and then I'll go to 781 will be next. Okay. So 981, hello?
Yeah, that's crazy. I think Tasha K is a cold bitch. So that was pretty, I think it's pretty slick how she done it. I don't know if she really feels that way or not, but I feel like she's fighting fire with fire. I don't know who would take it to that extent to actually move from the house. I was like, they told her to move? What? You know, like, if you're so scared, move, and then she moved. I think that's dope, honestly. Cardi B is not perfect, so it is what it is. Like,
right. Yeah, I cover Cardi B all the time, so I definitely know she ain't perfect, you know, so.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see how it goes, and that's my spiel.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. 781. Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Rachel, and I live in Lynn.
Hi, Rachel. What's your thoughts on this situation?
Well, I think that Tasha K brought this on herself. Like, you can't be no celebrity blogger and making up lies and doing all this stuff and thinking nobody going to blow no smoke back your way. Like, come on now. Pregnant out. She knew she was pregnant when she made the article. Like, you can't do that. And then you don't think this woman's going to clap back. You knew she was gang affiliated and all that stuff. If you're a blogger, you would know all that. You know how dangerous that she's supposed to be. She's claiming that she is now. Then why did you even bother to do all this? She brought this on herself. I don't feel sorry for her in the least little bit.
Okay, so you feel like, you know, when she started doing these stories, she already knew that she was pregnant, and you feel like this was her fault because of the retaliation?
Yeah, it's her fault. Like, she brought all this smoke on herself. Nobody gonna come and pick no fight with you just on GP, especially no celebrity. They're not gonna come out here and bother you. She knew she was pregnant before she started all this. So now the smoke is coming her way. She want to sue somebody. What if Cardi was just a regular person that didn't have no money and the FBI told her to move? Is she gonna be able to recoup her costs then?
Okay, so you feel like she has no case whatsoever. You're like, she don't got a case. It's her fault, and that's your word.
That's it. She could, if I was a judge, I would, as soon as it come across my desk, I would throw it out. Be like, bye.
Okay, and what do you think about Cardi's case? What do you think about Cardi B putting in the lawsuit? Because there are people who feel like, hey, she lives this wild life anyways. You know, so what do you think of when it comes in terms of the case that Cardi B has against Tasha?
I don't feel sorry for Cardi B either. Because, see, once they sign, I don't feel sorry for anybody that's on celebrity TV, that's on reality TV and out here like that. Because when you sign on your line, when you sign on the blood on the dotted line, this all comes with the territory. If you don't want to be caught up in that lifestyle and you don't want to be having lawsuits thrown at you and you got to go and sue people and waste your time and do all that, then don't be a celebrity. Don't do it.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go on over to the next caller.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Okay, 619. 619?
Yeah.
Hi, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, Nique, this is Tina. I'm calling from San Diego, California, and
hi, Tina. What's your thoughts on the situation?
This is my first time calling in. I love your show. I listen to you all the time. I wake up in the morning. I'm making my husband's breakfast, and I turn you
Aw.
on in my ear, and I love your show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
For sure. And as far as this topic you're talking about, you know what, Tasha K, she should know. I agree with the previous caller. I grew up in Skyline. In Skyline, I grew up with the Bloods, the Rolling A's, and the Rolling A's, they don't play. You know what? They back up their homegirls, they back up their homeboys, and it's their own knit family. So I was thinking when Tasha K was going in on Cardi B, I was like, she better be careful. So I believe that Tasha K brought this on herself. And she's pregnant. She's going off screaming, saying how Cardi B needs to be a better mom to her kid, and you're going off screaming in front of your kid. Well, she's got a baby growing in her belly, screaming and freaking out. Yeah.
Oh, my God. You are cracking me up. But I hear you, girl. You said, like, you know, she brought it on herself. You feel like the previous caller, like, you know, she's screaming, she's causing all of this stuff. And you feel like, do you feel like she provoked her? You feel like she provoked Cardi? Oh, no, I didn't want her to hang up. Ah, she hung up, y'all. I was listening to her, but, you know, she hung up. Okay. I didn't want you to hang up. I don't want you to feel offended. It was just funny how she went on her rant. But, you know, I respect everybody's opinion. I'm just listening to everybody's take on it and listening to, you know, what everybody is saying. So 347, you're up. But 619, if you want to call back, call back. I didn't want you to feel some type of way. I'm sorry. Okay, 347. Hello?
Yes, my name is Brianna, and I'm from New York.
Okay, and what's your thoughts on this situation?
I feel as though that just based on Cardi B's recent problems with the last assault with the people in the bar or whatever, that she would know better not to do that.
Okay, so you feel like she shouldn't have been making like threats and stuff? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, she shouldn't have made threats to anybody. You are a famous person. You have a child. You have a family. You're already in trouble. Why would you even go? You do what everybody else do. You go the legal route. You don't need to do all of that.
Okay, so you feel like Cardi B shouldn't have never made no threats because she should have just went the legal route from the beginning and just let the courts handle it and not went on, you know, because I'm assuming you're saying like because she went on the lives and she went, you know, on Instagram and she was going toe to toe with her. You feel like she should have just went the legal route.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else? You can still talk. I just wanted to, you know, reiterate what you were saying.
Yes, I just feel as though that if you don't want nothing to come back to you, do not send out negative things out because they will always come back. Everything negative that you put out, if you put out a threat, it's always going to come back.
Okay, and what do you think about the case that Cardi B has against her though? Like she eventually did go the legal route and she did sue her for defamation. What do you think about that?
She did sue her, but you are extra when you do the threats. Knowing that I'm from the Bronx, and knowing that she is blood. She's in the game. I know this. Knowing all of that, and people know out in the public about this, why would you put yourself in a situation where it's gonna come back to you? You just be quiet. Most people be quiet and go the legal route. You don't have to go public. You don't have to do these things. You know she's pregnant. Why do you have to do anything like that? Why can't you just not? You being immature.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Moderators, if you are in the chat, there is somebody who keeps putting X vids or whatever. Please block them. I don't know if any of my moderators are on here, but please block them off. Okay. 814. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, how are you? What's your name and where you calling from? And if that's my live playing in the back, you got to cut it off.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation?
'Cause I'm sorry.
Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry. Okay, so what's your name and where you calling from and what's your thoughts on this situation? 'Cause I'm sorry
I'm Chrissy. I'm from Philadelphia, whatever.
Okay.
I'm calling because, like, I feel like Cardi should have never even gave her any recognition. Like, she should have never even gave her any type of ammo. She should have just left it alone. She knew what was the truth, what wasn't the truth, so she should have just left it alone.
Okay, so you feel like she should have never even brought attention to the issue.
Right, because she already knew the girl was clout chasing, so she should have just left that alone. All she did was made her more and more famous, like more out there. She put her out there even more. Like
Yeah.
you just gave her more. Like you gave her exactly what she wanted. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
she said
definitely
that
true.
herself in one of her videos. Like
So you
she
agree
knew
with
she
the
was
last
lying.
caller that she should have just took the legal route, or you think that not even the legal route, just not even paid it attention at all?
I think she shouldn't even pay any attention at all. Because like even taking the legal route, you still giving her what she wants. Like either way, you're going to lose. It's a lose-lose situation. Just leave it alone. You know what's true, what's not true. Keep it moving.
Okay, so you feel like she don't have a case.
I mean, I feel like I feel like Cardi's giving her a case. Like I mean, you just feeding more and more into her, and you should just leave it alone. Like don't
Yeah.
keep like tell your minions to fall back and just just leave it alone. Like you feeding more fuel to the fire. Leave it alone.
Right. Okay, well, thank you. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right.
All right. Okay, 678. Hello?
Hello?
678?
Hello?
Yes.
Oh, hey. I just wanted to make a comment on the Tasha and Cardi thing.
Okay, where you calling from first, and then go give me what you think.
I'm calling from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. All right. And so what's your thoughts on the situation?
I feel like Cardi be ignorant as hell, and it's just like everything doesn't deserve a response. It's like
Okay.
there's a key to be humble in life, and I don't see the point in her going back and forth with Tasha because she just giving her more clout, more views, and more money at the end of the day.
Okay, so you think that her even initially responding as like the other caller is just gave her all this clout, and she should have just never said anything to begin with?
Because honestly, I'm a Tasha fan, but at the end of the day, I realize that she gets a lot of views from talking about Cardi B, and their beef became bigger than I don't know. how
She
to
added
explain it,
life
but
to
their beef got,
she added life to it. She gave it more legs and more, yeah, so I agree with you in that.
it made the situation bigger than what it was. She made more people wonder, like, dang, does Cardi really have herpes? Dang, like she made it bigger than life for no reason. When all bloggers do is talk about everybody. Nobody's exempt. Nobody's getting talked about more than the other. Nobody's bullying you. That's just what happens when you're a celebrity. People talk about you. And when they realize that you're an easy target, they're going to keep talking about you.
Yeah, do you think that she's not ready for celebrity?
I'm not going to say that she's not ready to be a celebrity because she already is, but I don't think that she's going to last long if she keeps acting like that. It's just she rubs everybody the wrong way. Like she even rubbed the Dominican reporter the wrong way. You're rubbing your own people the wrong way. So it's not like you just offending black people. You're offending your own people. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really see her lasting that long.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. 210. Hello.
Hello?
Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
Naisha, I'm calling from Alabama.
Okay. What's your thoughts on this situation?
I think with this, it's basically, I think it's going to end up being like a Tierra Marie type of situation, you know?
Okay.
In the sense that, like, she was being petty of already trying to sue her for her opinion and whatnot. I get you don't want people talking about you. You have the right to that. But suing her because of that, I would have tried to sue back for something, too. I don't think Tasha really, I don't think after that really happened, but I think what she did is, you know when they say you go low, you go high, I think she went low with her. She was playing fire with fire.
Mm-hmm.
And it might backfire, kind of like Tierra Marie did with 50 Cent, where you're trying to be petty and trying to, like, make it known that I ain't going to take nobody's ish. You don't talk about me, blah, blah, blah.
So you think that is going to backfire on Cardi for initially trying to sue Tasha?
Absolutely. Because, I mean, the thing with Cardi, she rants about everybody who has something negative to say. You have no problem with anybody when they say anything positive. But when you perceive it being negative, which, yes, Tasha K said some negative, you know, allegations.
Uh-huh.
But there's a whole bunch of celebrities who say that. Nobody's saying you don't have the right to feel what you want to feel, but when you're trying to be petty and trying to let it know, like, don't mess with me in an industry like this, yeah, you can end up getting yourself blackballed with stuff like that.
Okay, so you think that she has the potential to get blackballed for going after a blogger?
Not just a blogger, but I think that there is some higher people. Like, I do think TMZ has a little bit of leverage and pull.
Mm-hmm.
And when she went after Harvey, you know? I mean, and not only that, if you want to me, if I was a judge, or just looking at the case, too, when you're saying because a defamation lawsuit means, like, you know, you lost out money and whatnot from it. Like, she did stuff to defame your character, you were missing out opportunities, right?
Mm-hmm.
She did that to the Shade Room blogger. You specifically put her picture out there and basically let your friends go and attack her. That is technically a defamation.
Well, that's kind of what do you call it? Like, that's bullying. That's called bullying. So there's
Absolutely.
defamation, which is making up lies about you, and then there's bullying, which is having people try to bully you into being scared to do something. So defamation and bullying is kind of two different things, but I get what you're saying, though. She is no better than in her tactics.
Absolutely, but couldn't that have made, like, lost money with the Shade Room lady? Because people could not, like, her fans could have been like, don't subscribe to this, don't do all that. She could have lost out on that as well.
Right. That's true.
That's why I was saying it's kind of like a defamation. So it's like you're being petty. You're trying to get back and prove to bloggers that don't keep my name out your mouth and don't be saying things about me. But it ends up, like I said, it could be a Tierra Marie thing where you're trying to make an example. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay, well, thank you for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, the next person, 323, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, this is Maestro calling from South Central Los Angeles.
Okay,
I can't believe I got
Cali in the house. Woo woo.
Hey, me personally, I like Tasha K. I do believe that Cardi B, to me, it's like she's playing victim and want to be a celebrity at the same time.
Okay.
They talk about all the celebrities. She's not the first celebrity who's ever been talked about. I do believe, though, the problem I have is that is Tasha K right for putting Star Marie on her show and letting her have the floor for allegations that may or may not be true? I think that's really where it started. And Cardi B pretended that she didn't know her at first. If you remember, no, I've never seen her. I don't know who she's talking about. I never met her. She never stayed with me.
Right, later yeah, I remember.
Was like, well, I kind of know her. Well, then you kind of knew who she was when you first saw her. Mm-hmm. So Cardi B tried victim and celebrity to me at the same time. She wants to be a star. I want to be on the MTV Awards. I want to be getting all the awards. I'm the best. I'm better than this one and that one. Then turn around and want to play victim. You can't have it both ways. And that's why I do believe, in my opinion, I think that Cardi B may not necessarily be, I wouldn't say that she's not right for Hollywood, but I just think that there's a certain thick skin that you have to have, and I think that Cardi B doesn't have that. And to let Tasha K get this close to her to now where the ball is in Tasha K's court, not in Cardi B. Cardi B should have, I don't think she even should have went this far as to trying to sue Tasha K. I think that she should have allowed Tasha K to say more stuff so that she have a better case, because it's up in the air if she's going to win or not. I mean, it could go either way.
Okay, so you feel like she should have just allowed her to continue making videos to build her case. You don't think that the whole interview that she did with Star Marie was enough, so she should have let her keep going and then stuck her with a lawsuit. That's what you're saying?
I think so, because or even sue just Star Marie, because Star Marie's the one that said all the Tasha K never said she knew Cardi B. Tasha K was, I agree, oh, really? And then turned around and said other things that were said. And then remember, Cardi B got on Instagram and started saying stuff about her own self. So she played right into it to me, and now she wants to play victim. And I think when it goes to court, I think all of that information, she's going to have to prove that Tasha K is lying about the herpes thing. They're going to look at her medical history. We forget that part.
Mm-hmm.
See, they're going to have to go and find out, is this, are these allegations not true? Because if any of that is true, Tasha K wins because she didn't lie on her. So that's all fans of Cardi B got a better hope that she has no herpes and never had it. And I'm not talking about sexual herpes. It could just be a cold sore. If she went to the doctor for a cold sore and they gave her medication for that, that is considered a form of herpes. They didn't say what type of herpes it was.
So you feel like she opening up a can of worms that she should have just let build a bigger case.
Right. She should have to me, I think Cardi B should have Tasha should have said way more than just petty stuff like, oh, she may or may not have herpes. It should have been something a lot more damaging to her career and her name and more defaming of her to me, because if it's any form of truth to that, and even if it may or may not be true, Cardi B can lose the case and Tasha wins. And if Tasha wins, that's a good thing for all these bloggers, because you guys can have a little bit more playing room when you talk about celebrities. And another thing, if Cardi B was so pressed, why did she sue TMZ? Said some things about her too.
Well, she was pressed about the herpes claim, the defamatory claim. Like, you can't get mad at an opinion, but you can get mad at somebody putting, STD on you, or, saying something like that.
And that's why she's going to have to prove without a shadow of a doubt that she does not have no form of herpes or never had that. Then she wins. But if there's anything she's ever been in medications or any of that kind of stuff, for any of that, Cardi B will lose and Tasha K will win. And I don't think Tasha K is as stupid as people think she is. I think Tasha K already know the medical history. If she's got a good lawyer, they've already looked for those details already. We don't know what Tasha K knows, because she's playing a good card.
It's against HIPAA to give out your medical record. I mean, it can become a part of discovery when you go into trial and things like that. But before discovery, it's like against the law to disclose of somebody's medical record. But I get what you're saying, though. I get what you're saying. She definitely playing chess, which that's without a shadow of a doubt. Like, she's playing chess for sure by countersuing, but to have somebody's actual medical records, that's kind of against HIPAA. But, in discovery, I agree that there are things that she is going to have to prove, and it could work against her. And so I do feel where you're coming from, where you're saying that, maybe she should have had a stronger case going forward. So I do agree with that part.
Yeah. And we'll just see what happens. And maybe this is also a lesson for Cardi B too. Celebrities look like I think one of the other callers had mentioned. Beyonce's not jumping at everybody that doesn't particularly care for her. You know what I mean? A celebrity's gotta. You can't go to court every time somebody says things that you disagree with or is not true about you. The object of the game is to either ignore it or either show that it isn't true. And I think that's where this is going to come. Like I said, Cardi B is in that stripper culture, so it's a lot of stuff that she talks about that she just normally maybe would discuss with maybe close friends that she discusses with the entire world on the internet, and she forgets some of the things that she says. And Tasha's waiting to hear her say one little thing, and that's what she exploited it on her show, and then that's what made her big. And now it's being sued. This is making Tasha K a star now. She doesn't understand. The next BET Award,
this is definitely putting her in the runnings of mainstream.
Right. Tasha's becoming mainstream. The next BET Awards, they'll be moving Cardi B out the way to let Tasha roll down the red carpet. We never know. So Cardi B is really playing with fire. Unless, like I said, then she got a good lawyer. She's got a record company, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, thank you so much.
But thank you for letting me talk.
Yeah, you had a lot to get off your chest, so I just let you go on. But thank you for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day.
All right, you too. Okay,
bye-bye.
267.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name and where you calling from? How are you?
Melissa from Philly. I'm good.
Okay, Philly in the building. What's your thoughts on this situation?
Hey. First and foremost, I just want to say Tasha K is that shit crazy.
Okay, so you think that Tasha's crazy for the countersuit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of pushing it, because she didn't allege that she had herpes. She said she had herpes. She pulled up, she had pictures of herpes and cold sores circled, and then she had a picture of Cardi B side by side, and, you know, Cardi defended that. It's a brown mark.
Oh, okay. So you feel like
another thing. Okay, go ahead.
So you feel like Tasha is crazy for countersuing her because she said, just be more clear at what you're saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think she's crazy for just countersuing, period.
Oh, okay. Right. So you're saying
and
that
just
she shouldn't
picking
have
up and moving because somebody said so.
Oh, okay.
I think she's just pretty much reaching with that.
Oh, okay. So you feel like she doesn't have
$3 million.
Hello?
Say it again. I didn't hear you.
So you say you don't think that she has a case?
No.
Okay.
No. Now, as far as Cardi, like your last caller, like she would have to prove that she never had like any type of herpes or whatever. If she can prove that, she definitely gonna win that case.
Oh, okay.
Because Tasha K definitely didn't allege. She said she had herpes.
Okay. All righty. Well, thank you for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay. 773. Hello?
Hello.
Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, my name is Barbie, and I'm calling from Chicago.
Okay. Chicago in the house. What's your thoughts on the situation?
Well, I've been watching Cardi and following Cardi, and I just want to say a little personal input. I come from Inglewood, so y'all know it's hard out here in Chicago, okay? And I used to strip years ago. So I think there's a different culture within everything. Like, there's a lot of people that be like, oh, she used to strip, she used to do this. That doesn't define who somebody is. And we're always talking about we want somebody that's real, and we get somebody that is trying to be authentic and who's actually being themselves, and we're watching them grow, and we're going to down that as well. Tasha K fucked up when Tasha K went on that damn shit and said some shit about that girl having herpes. If I'm a business person, if I'm doing something, and I don't care what you talk about, but when you start making allegations that I got herpes, even if it's true or not, you don't even know me. On some, like, hood stuff, bitch, I'm about ready to knock you in your mouth. But on some, I'm trying to be famous, I think Cardi's stuck in between trying to be famous about, you know, Hollywood is fake and phony. Everybody gets up there and have to do something for $1. So I really think Tasha K jumped on a bandwagon. She found, you know, an opening to jump on a Cardi B bandwagon. I don't personally think it just had to been Cardi B because she jumped on the R. Kelly thing. So
okay, what do you think about, I'm going to pause you for a second. What do you think about, okay, because immediately when the Star Marie interview happened, Cardi B has said that she didn't know who Star Marie was. And then she flipped, and then she went from saying she didn't know her to then knowing her and adding fuel to the fire. Do you have any responsibility for Cardi in this matter for, you know, adding light to it?
Like if you've been falling in love in hip-hop with old girl and she had the shitty covers. I used to strip. If that's not my main bitch or that's not somebody that I was close with, in the strip world, it's a lot of intricate. I might strip with somebody I really don't like, but she's a great dancer. So there's a lot of time you have girls that are working with one another that can make money, but that doesn't necessarily mean they like each other. So I think at that point, Cardi wasn't trying to give her ass no clout. You know, if I'm not cool with you, I'm not finna give your ass no clout. I can't go about saying if she should have lied about it or not, but on my personal standpoint, if I was to make it big right now, girls be like, oh, I used to know her. I stayed with her, but they may not tell you that I was helping them and their kids were staying with me and I didn't want them out on the corner. So there might have been, you know, a drop back to why Cardi did what she did. But the girl didn't have enough evidence as far as being friends, whichever way, to go around and have your allegations. I just think Tasha K stepped the line the way she did it, not what she did. It was how she did it to Cardi.
Okay,
There's a big difference in how you talk, Mess. I watch you. You know, I've been watching you. I've been doing this YouTube thing. I literally live in my bed on YouTube. So I literally watch everybody, but there's a very good way to give discernment and critique, you know. Not to say it always comes off nice if it's real or has validity. But I do think people should have a 360 view. Tasha K is wrong for her delivery in a lot of things, not just with Cardi B. I think that she's a foul individual, and that's what makes her stance in this very wrong. And I do think Cardi needs to toughen up for Hollywood because this is where she's at. And I think we're watching her trying to create a platform to toughen up. But you have her own people even attacking her, waiting just to hear you. I heard people that haven't even watched her. I've been following that girl before she even got rich, when she had 300 views, and she's been the same way. So I just think before you go and have your own opinion, everybody has to self-check themselves. And a lot of times, every story has like a 3D, 360 backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to say, well, she's a celebrity. That don't mean she don't got feelings. That don't mean if I make it to celebrity, like you might make it, Nique, and get your celebrity, you ain't going to let nobody just say and defame you or say some shit that's not true.
Right. No, I've never agreed with the defamation, but Cardi B do be on some BS too. Now, we got to hold Cardi B accountable. I don't agree with the defamation. I don't agree with putting STDs on people. I've said that many a times in many a videos, so I do understand that. But at the same time, Cardi B, you making her out to be a little bit of an angel that she's not. So I just want to say that too. Like, I don't agree with putting STDs on people, but Cardi ain't no saint at the same time.
That's not to say she's perfect, but from an ex-stripper, I literally lost custody of my kids years ago. I'm 30. I done really went through a lot of changes. So what I'm saying is, you're watching a young girl grow. She's not going to be perfect, nor is Tasha K. They're not going to be any of those things. But I do think that she doesn't get a lot of the credit that she's supposed to get from where she's come from how she's been living. So I think it's a catch-22 by her being a celebrity, by everything being tagged to her name. So, yeah, I don't think that some of the things is a right move. I think who's ever advising her needs to make better decisions, or they have a better team talk about how they deal with diversity coming in with information or different varieties of thought processing that the average people have. But I do, I'm not taking it from her.
All right.
I do think there's growth there, but for Tasha K is a lot older than her. She should have a little bit more restraint. And just the way she talk about people, it's enough, because I've been here listening to Tasha K, and I damn near wanted to jump through the phone and slap her ass.
Oh, wait, we can't be getting violent now. But I feel you, though.
Some of the things, I'm a mother, I got kids, I don't win hard. Like, you can't just say certain things to people, because everybody not the same, and everybody not going to react the same.
Right. I agree with that part. Everybody isn't going to react the same. I'm going to give you final word, and then I'm going to go to the next caller. And we can't be getting violent now, okay? So we got to calm that part down.
I'm just talking metaphorically, girl, but
right,
I'm saying, speaking as when you hear stuff, it's a way. I talk a lot of mess, girl, but it's still a way that I talk about people if they got kids, and how I still articulate my shit talking. And that's just for anybody. Because everybody ain't going to take nicely to you talking about their child or what's in between their legs.
Okay.
But anyway, you guys have a good day. I enjoy listening to you, girl.
Thank you so much for calling in. I like to get all aspects, all opinions. So I definitely appreciate you calling as well. So thank you so much. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. 757. 757.
Hi.
Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, Nick. I'm Renee. I'm calling from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Hey, Virginia Beach in the house. Okay, what's your thoughts on the situation?
You know what? I usually don't call, but I called because I heard two callers say that it's Tasha's fault that she was being threatened.
Uh-huh.
I actually worked as a nurse, and I worked with people, behavioral health. Okay, so is it my fault when I go to work and I have patients that want to beat me? Is it the person who he has to tow your car? Like, you don't supposed to be parked here, but you parked anyway. Is it his fault? People come out. I've seen people come out and want to fight the tow driver because he's doing his job. So that is Tasha's job.
Okay, so you feel like for her job, she should not be threatened for doing her job. And you feel like,
I don't think she's threatened, but it happens. It happens in a lot of jobs. In a lot of jobs, you are threatened for what you do. I can call. One time, my phone bill was really high, and I had to calm myself because I want to take it out on the person that's on the phone. But it's not her fault that you messed up my payment. But we do have these jobs where you're going to be criticized. I don't think Tasha is stupid. I think Tasha's smart as hell. Tasha know what she's doing. I'm an older woman. I
Mm-hmm.
listen to maybe like 3 or 4 bloggers, and I asked my daughter, like, why do you think Tasha is on? Why do you think Cardi is on Instagram all the time? And she likes Cardi, and she said because she don't. Well, she told me some things about Cardi. She said she doesn't. She can't like do a concert by herself. She can't headline a concert. I personally think Cardi has too much time on her hands to be on Instagram all the time. Now, it's sometimes she up there, she funny, but she tell her business too much. And I also believe if she would just ignore what's said about her, she'll be better off. People would stop talking about her because she just don't like the negative press. People would stop. I heard she did an interview on Usher and what people call somebody. I think she did an interview and the girl said Usher gave her herpes or all of this stuff. Usher ignored it, so you don't hear about Usher. But if you
Mm-hmm.
keep fighting and putting yourself out there, I've learned, like I told my daughters, like, ignore it, it'll go away. As long as they're not hitting you, it's not hurting you. If you ignore it, people would forget. But if you keep bringing it to the forefront, it's going to stay in the forefront. And that's just anything. That's not just her alleged herpes. And as a nurse, I know that, usually it could be, it's nothing. But a sore on your lip, they do. Doctors do call it herpes. It's not the type of herpes that, that's going to kill you or that's so contagious. But people get them every day. It's just something you get. How Tasha said it, I don't know. Sometimes when I'm bored, I like Tasha. She makes me smile. It's not like I agree with everything she says, but it's funny. And sometimes the work that I do, I need a lot of funny.
Okay,
And it's
but I
funny.
mean, sometimes funny comes at a cost. Like, it may be funny to you, but it might not be funny to the person
No,
on the
I'm not
receiving
saying it's
end.
funny. Let me use another word. Let me use another word. Entertaining.
Yeah,
Entertaining. She's entertaining. That's the word I'm looking for.
right.
And with the herpes, yeah. And like I think the guy from South Central, he was exactly right. And so are you. They're gonna have to. She can't get that now. It's a HIPAA, but Cardi is gonna have to prove that she don't have herpes or that she never had it. Even the simplest things. And it's a med called herpes simplex that you can put
Um,
on your lips and get rid of it. Yeah, and it's supposed to work like within 3 days. Herpes simplex. It's a lip balm.
I don't know.
It's, I'm just saying it is. It's in pharmacies. You can buy it like you're getting a sore on your lip. What they say, catch it fast. It's
I don't know about the
I
cures, but I mean, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. So I'm going to give you a final word and then I'm going to go to the next caller because we have 12 people on the line. I kind of want to start to get into like wrapping this up. So I'm going to probably shorten everybody
okay.
down now so that everybody else on the list, try to, speed it up. But I'm going to give
Okay.
you a final word
So,
and then I'm going to go to the next caller.
all right, Nick. So my final word is people. People who love Cardi, people who love Tasha, they're taking it too far because you're not getting paid to. I'm on Cardi's side. I'm on Tasha's side. It's not that serious. Like you got your own life. Tend to what's going on in your life, your kids, your mom, your dad, whoever, and stop taking it so personal. Like it's affecting you. That's the part that really gets me. Like, are you serious? You're gonna threaten her because she said something about her? It's just too much. What they call them, the barbs and the card. I don't know. I don't know who the barbs. I don't know if that's Nique Minaj or whatever. But people just take it too seriously when there's so much other things going on in life without
Okay.
you taking. Just enjoy it.
All right. Well, thank you so much
All
for
right, Nick,
calling
I'm
in.
listening to you too. Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay. All right. So I have 12 people still waiting on this line. And everybody else, I want to give everybody who has called in a chance to speak, but we have to shorten up the calls because I do want to wrap this up. You guys have called in and you guys have waited patiently, and I really do appreciate that, and I thank you guys. But we got to, kind of, reel the conversation in. I'm just going to let you guys talk, and I'm not going to, somebody said, but I'm commenting on it. You're right. I am egging them on more. But now we got to wrap it up. So 469, I'm going to let you give your thoughts when you're done. Just kind of, shorten it, and then I'm going to go to the next caller. So what are your thoughts on this situation?
Hey, how you doing?
Yes. What's your
Hello.
thoughts?
This is
Hi.
Ramona. This is Ramona. I'm calling from Dallas. I just want to comment real quick on the Tasha K and Cardi B situation. I think Cardi B is not going to win this case. I agree with the next caller. Herpes simplex, they do have medicine out in the drugstores for that. But a cold sore is a cold sore. If you go back on her previous pictures when she first started out, you will see a cold sore in her mouth. But like I said, when it comes down to Tasha K and her defamation of character and her losing money, I believe she's going to win that because she is pregnant, and there's no medical way that you could say that she's not going through stress. You can't say that she's not losing sleep. They can't prove that. So I agree with Tasha K. Game, no game. You want to sue me? I'm going to counter sue you back. I'm not just going to sit back and let you sue me. And these lawyers know what they're doing. If they felt like she didn't have a case, then they wouldn't have picked it up on the counter lawsuit. And that's just my opinion.
Okay. All righty. Well, thank you for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Okay, so the next caller is 469, and I'm a breeze through these because, like I said, it is. Oh wait, 469 is that Dallas?
Yes, Dallas.
Oh, okay, wait, I gotta go to the next caller, which is 972. I'm sorry. Well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so the next caller is 972. And so I'm going to let you give your spill on what you think. I'm going to stop doing commentary in between the calls because, you know, it's dragging on a little bit too long. So I'm going to just let you give your thoughts on what you think, kind of, you know, bring it in a little bit, and then I'm going to go to the next caller. What are your thoughts on this situation? 972?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes. What's your name and where you calling from?
This is Shouty. I'm calling from Dallas. Nice to talk with you, Nique.
Hi. Okay, so what's your thoughts on this censoration?
Here's the thing. I think that Cardi B is out of her mind. She thinks she can get on Instagram and just expose her life, and then when someone talks about it, right, she's mad. You can't do that. And plus, what Cardi is doing is some type of a power move, trying to keep you bloggers from being able to say anything about her, right? And then the last thing that I will say is Cardi gets whatever she deserves because you can't get on Instagram with cold sores on your mouth and expect people to not know that's herpes, okay? And if you do not want people commenting on your life, don't put your life all out there. And if you're mad about something, what about all these black women you've been calling cockroaches? Okay, we should sue Cardi B. That's what I have to say. Thank you, Nique. I'll be listening and watching.
All right. Thank you for calling in. All right. Okay. So, all right. All right. 773. Hello?
Yes.
Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hey, girl. This is B from Chicago.
Hey, we got another Chicago in the house. Hey, B. What's your thoughts on the situation?
I'm going to be quick because I just heard you say you don't want no long-winded folks on here now.
No, it's just that it's just going to a while, but go ahead.
I know, girl. Do your thing. My thing is this. So with this whole Tasha K back and forth, she kind of been going at Cardi for a while. But again, when you're a celebrity, that's what you sign up for. People going to go after you. Now, for those who are saying, well, oh, Beyonce don't say none. Baby, that beehive, the beehive is worse than the Illuminati. They are the Illuminati. So you say something about Beyonce, honey, you going to have a SWAT team at your door. The Barty gang and the Barbs ain't got nada on the beehive. And my last thing is, when Tasha K got canceled from me, when I personally canceled her, is when she did that long blog speech with Lovely T and Malibu Dollface. She lied blatantly and said that Malibu Dollface called her a black bee to try to get everybody on her side with the colorism thing. Malibu Dollface did not call her a black bee. He called her a bee, but it wasn't a black bee. So she did that to try to get everybody off of her and on him and try to cancel him. Oh, he called me a black bee. That's not what happened. Then she copped so many pleas with Lovely T.I. after Lovely T.I. Mind you, she bothered Lovely T.I. Now, if we're going to talk about Cardi and herpes, she put Lovely T.I.'s all her medical records and then lied about it Then he got caught when Lovely T.I. was going clean in on her, tried to cop 1,000 damn pleas, and then lied on Malibu Dollface again, saying he called her a black bee when he did not. I listened to that thoroughly. He did not call her a black bee. So, you know what? She been canceled to me. That's all I got to say, girl.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in and getting that off your chest. I'm going to go to the next caller. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, the next caller is a 216. 216, what's your name and where you calling from? I'm going to let you say how you feel about this topic, and then I'm going to go to the next caller. 216?
Hi.
Hi, what's your name and where you calling from?
Sonia from Cleveland.
Okay.
I feel that Cardi B talks too much on the internet. She tells a lot of her personal business, and I do believe that when people speak negatively about her, she rants and raves and cuss. I mean, you know, being a celebrity, she should, you know, learn how to control herself, number one. And as far as Tasha K is concerned, Tasha K does what Tasha K do. She's a blogger. She's going to speak on celebrity business. And as far as Cardi B is concerned, she the one that gave Tasha K all that recognition when she wanted to sue her. And I believe by Tasha K suing her back, if Tasha K wins this case, you know, it's really going to put her in the spotlight more than what she is now. And so that's all I really had to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in and giving your thoughts on the topic. I'm going to go to the next caller.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so the next caller is 512. 512, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm calling from Austin, Texas.
Okay, what's your thoughts on the situation? I'm pretty good. What's your thoughts on the situation?
Okay. I want to go down the line. Hopefully I don't forget anything. People keep saying that Tasha must have a case because attorneys picked it up. It's not a criminal case. It's a civil. More than likely, if you have the money, they will pursue the case regardless. They will tell you your outcome, but it doesn't mean, oh, they took it, so she has this really, really good case. It's not like that. Two, with people keep saying that she's going to have to bring in her information, have her herpes results ready. I don't know about other places, but here in Texas, when you're pregnant and you're getting proper prenatal care, you've already tested for everything. Your doctor tests you for everything. So more than likely, she's already had those tests done. And if they were positive, I don't think that they would have that she would just be jumping up ready to go to court. I think, what else did I want to say? Okay, I wanted to go into Tasha K. Yeah, she's a blogger. However, it doesn't excuse her to bully and cyberbully people. Yeah, Cardi B talks a lot. However, I mean, I see females all the time going off. You know, somebody said this about them, saying that about them. This lady put it all on social media, even started a hashtag. If you go down on some of Cardi's posts, all you see is herpes. She smell like fish. I mean, a monostat. So where does that come from? We all know where that came from. So it is defamation. And for the other lady saying that someone gets on line with sores on your lips, a lot of people have sores on your lips. Does not mean you're running around with herpes. And that's just my take on the situation.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, Austin, Texas, for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All righty. Bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay. 323. 323-617.
Okay. Hi.
Hi.
This
What's
is
your
A
name and where
from
you calling from?
I'm going to go by A from LA.
Okay. And what's your thoughts on the situation?
Okay. First and foremost, I never stood for Tasha K, ever. I had made a video about her, and one of my friends suggested that I took it down way before everybody came for her months later, because I then saw her coming. She is clearly, like, something's off about her. Cardi B, though, is Latino. And Latinos don't like black girls, okay? I've had Latino friends, and they do a lot of underhanded stuff. Yet and still, what Tasha K did was, like, stupid because it's an interview about some scorned woman that was a stripper, right? And she was talking about her having yeast infections. Yeast infections are common. A lot of people get them due to condom usage and stuff like that. And then her having cold sores. A lot of people get cold sores. It just is about if it's active or not active. It's like nothing was that serious for Cardi B to go off the handles, honestly, to me. Because what's a yeast infection? Why are you so mad? Take care of your vaginal health. That's it. And what's so bad about a damn cold sore? A lot of people get it. Cold sores are contagious.
Okay.
You know, like the whole thing is just drama. And it's unnecessary drama. But Cardi B is a social media person. She's always been on social media. Social media is what got her to where she is now. So the whole thing, it's like it like means nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it just seems like a lot of people just going to be spending money and they're not really going to get much. The only person that may really get something is the first person that accused her. What was her name? Star Brim?
Star Marie.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, her. She's probably the only person that's going to get something because she actually can document that she was attacked in certain things and that she did suffer from slander and all that stuff. Tasha K is just crazy. She's always been crazy. She ain't never going to stop being crazy. And Cardi B's just crazy, too. And she's a Latino once, need I say no more. They do not like black people. So it's kind of just turned into like more like a race thing is what I feel. But it's two crazy people fighting each other. I don't see that neither one of them have a case, in my opinion. The only one that has a case really is Star Marie.
Okay.
Because I think that she honestly went through some kind of hell, and no matter what they say about her, I think that she can prove certain things. Whereas the other two can't really prove anything. Either way, with Tasha K, she's still what's it called, like a blogger. She's doing her job, whether people like it or not.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Okay. The next up is 323-292.
Hello?
Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Dawn from...
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
okay.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
This is Dawn from L.A. Can I just make one reference to the last caller? To say that Latin women don't like black women is really just a personal opinion, and really should be careful saying that kind of stuff. Everybody forgets that Nicki Minaj is from Trinidad. Cardi B is Trinidadian Dominican. Okay, off of that. I hear a lot of people that have obviously not been following this whole thing. This is not about bloggers. This is not about Cardi B saying she could go on and say she has 3 breasts. This is about something that started with Star Marie and her accusations that Cardi B had diseases and was a prostitute. If that was the case and she was just tripping off of bloggers, then she'd be suing you, Nique. She'd be suing everybody. She'd be suing Lovely T because Lovely T came out with the story first. This is not about the story. This is about a campaign. And even a lot of bloggers, and Nique, you know this, were even going, okay, Tasha K is going too far with this.
Yeah.
This is about her making, not any allegations. It was, this is what she had. She has herpes. She is a prostitute, period. That's what the issue is. What Tasha's suing for, I have no idea, because she is the one who had Cardi B in her mouth. Cardi B, in her sensitive self, I don't care about anybody. I care about what happened in the truth, and I followed the whole thing. And that's all I have to say.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. And I've definitely followed the whole thing, and I've given my commentary on how I felt throughout the journey. So hopefully you caught those as well.
I did, and so that's why I said, because you know, this is not about anything but how it started. That's why we got here.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
All right,
I'm gonna go to the next caller.
Okay.
All right. Okay. The next caller is 614. Hello. 614.
Hello. 614-551.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Hey.
Hi.
So with the whole Cardi B, Tasha K situation, how I personally feel about Cardi B now, you know, I used to like her a little bit, you know, before she became famous, you know, but I think once she became famous, you know, I'm a believer in, you know, the elites. There's a higher power that controls the music, the media, or water, or food. I feel like the elites are using her. She's just a puppet. That's why she doesn't have any talent. That's why she's getting all these awards, because she's being used up. And I feel like Tasha K, as a black woman, you know, us as black women, we are at the bottom of the totem pole. I mean, we are so disrespected on a day-to-day basis. And just to see black women go against Tasha K is sad at that. But Tasha K is a black woman. She's definitely monetizing off of this. She's making her money. She's making her coin off of it. She's very smart. And I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for her now. I may not agree with everything Tasha K does, but understanding Cardi B's position and how she's a puppet and how she's here to distract the masses and she's here to push prostitution and being a hoe and she's always rubbing her coochie. She's nasty. She's disgusting. She's trash. And I just feel like I can't, you know what I'm saying, with the whole herpes thing. People don't know this, but when you have chicken pox, you have a strain of herpes in your blood, in your system. People don't actually know that. People don't know anything about herpes. Like one of the girls said, if you get prenatal care, they will check for herpes. Well, here's the gag. You can only confirm that someone has herpes if they're having an active outbreak. You know, people have herpes, but they don't have outbreaks in blood. So people are really stupid. They really don't know how herpes work. And I understand Cardi B, you know, getting offended by that. But again, with the Usher situation and all these rumors that come on these artists, I just feel like, you know, Cardi B's weak. She just wants to be perfect and not have anyone say anything about her. But that's just not how it works in this industry. And she's a puppet. You know, she's being used to distract us. She's being used to distract our children. You know, there's so many young girls that look up to her, and she does nothing but, you know, pop her ass and smack her pussy. Excuse my language. But, you know, that's just how I feel about it. I'm going to root for my black women as a black woman. I'm going to always root for us. Tasha may not be right all the time, but what she's doing, I feel like is right.
Yeah, I'm gonna interject with you one thing. I'm gonna interject. I don't want to give commentary on top of what everybody is saying, but I do want to correct one thing or interject and give my opinion just on one thing. A lot of people think that, you know, if you speak on a black woman or you should not speak, we gotta hold our black women accountable as well. So I will say that, like, I hear what you're saying, but I heard you say a couple times, like, you know, it kind of was something along the lines of, like, even if our black women are wrong, you're gonna go with them. We still gotta hold our black women accountable as well. So I just will say that, and then give you your final word, and then I'll go to the next caller.
Yeah, I agree with that. We do need to hold each other accountable, but when it comes to people like Cardi B that robs men and, you know, calls people monkeys and calls people dead monkeys, there's just really no boundaries for that. You know what I'm saying? And that's why with Tasha K specifically, with her being a black woman and her going against Cardi B, I just don't see anything wrong with it. And, you know what I'm saying? Cardi B's trash. And, you know, people wake up and realize what the elites are using her for. Then they would side with Tasha K, because at the end of the day, the elites aren't using Tasha K. Tasha K's not pushing prostitution and being a hoe and being promiscuous. You know what I'm saying? She's doing her job. She's being a blogger. But that's it. That's all I say.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for calling in. I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right, thanks. Bye-bye.
All right. 224, hello?
Hi, 224.
Yes.
Hi, this is Nique.
Hi,
you know
what's
what?
your name and where you calling from?
My name is Lisa, and I'm calling from the Chicago area. And
Okay.
I completely agree with what the last woman just said. That young woman is being used, okay, and used up. And it is an agenda. There are so many young women that look up to her, and to have that approval for that lifestyle, for me, it's very uncomfortable, and I hate to see that because the media is so powerful now. But back to the issue. I totally agree that Tasha K is doing her job. I don't always agree with what she says, but she is a great investigative reporter, a great one. The whole Star Marie thing probably ended up being the reason for this lawsuit, and she'll probably never say anything other than alleged ever again, but she is a really, really good reporter. That's all I have to say, and all is fair in love and hip-hop. If you put yourself out there in the media and you defame your own self, you cannot get mad if other people defame you. That young woman put all that stuff out there about herself on Instagram, and it went viral, and everybody knows. So you can't be mad at people for thinking that you are what you say you are. And that's all I'm going to say.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. I'm going to go to the next caller.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. 718. Hello? 718. 718-415. Hello?
Yes, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You can hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I wanted to speak on the fact that everybody keeps talking about the beginning. At the beginning of this whole situation, because where it started was from Star Marie. And when Star Marie first came out, she was a fan of Cardi B. And she was rocking with Cardi B real hard. When she realized that she wasn't getting exposure as being Cardi B's friend, then she changed her narrative to being, a hater of Cardi B, because she realized she got more exposure. That's why when Star Marie first came to me and asked for an interview when she was going off on live and doing all of that, I declined because I saw on her Facebook that she was rocking with Cardi B hard. And then all of a sudden, now you're getting exposure. Now, F this, F that, and she got this and she got that. That's why I was surprised that Tasha K even took this story, because if she really did her research, she can tell that that whole situation was a fake. But hey, you got to get your money anyway. You got to get it. I'm not knocking nobody.
Yeah,
okay?
but there was some truth to the story, so I think that's probably why. But I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah.
But the people are asking who you are. They don't pick up on your voice. I know exactly who you are, but you can reveal it not.
And then on top of that, when Star Marie came on that show, what she was saying was not her original story, because I interviewed Star Marie. That whole prostitute and she got herpes kind of, she wasn't talking like that at the beginning. She started talking like that. All of that information popped up when Tasha K did that interview. So Tasha K should not get sued. It should be Star Marie who's getting sued. So Cardi B suing Tasha K, that's going to automatically get thrown out. Automatically. Because Tasha K ain't got nothing to do with that. You came on her show and told your truth. That's your truth. I'm only providing you the platform. That ain't my shit. That's your shit. And then Tasha K suing her case is going to get thrown out. She's talking about she's stressful. I understand it. You're stressed out, but this whole job is stressed out. If I'm a waiter and I decide to continue waiting while I'm pregnant and something happens to my baby, is it the job fault or is it my fault that I continued, knowing that I was stressed out? So both of their cases is going to be thrown out because both of them don't have a case to each other, period.
Okay, so you think that neither one of them have a case?
Cardi B's fight. Neither one of them have a case. Tasha claiming that she's stressed out. This is a part of the job. This is what we signed up for. That's why being a blogger is self-employment. If you can't handle it, you are self-employed. You don't answer to nobody. So if this ain't the place you need to be, then you can shut your whole channel down and say, listen, I'm stepping away for 9 months. This is becoming stressful. You continue to do the job. You went for Wendy Williams' husband and said that he was gay. If he attack you or sue you right now, then what? You going to sue him back and say that this is stressful? You caused it. You started the story. He didn't search for you. You searched for him. You know what I'm saying?
So you think that both cases will cancel themselves out, is what you're saying?
Automatically. Yes. Completely. The Cardi B case against Tasha K, she has no case against Tasha K. Star Marie came on Tasha K's platform and told her story and said that she had herpes, knowing that that wasn't true from the beginning. And I'm pretty sure, not to knock Tasha K, you got to get your money. But at the end of the day, as a blogger, it has to be a yellow line where we have to stop as human beings and say, listen, we got to get this money, but where is our limit? Where is our limit to getting money? Because now this is called defamation of character, even though Tasha K didn't say that she had herpes, but you allowed somebody to come on your show and say that she had herpes. Keep in mind that Star Marie didn't get herpes from Cardi B. So everybody that keeps saying, oh, well, she going to have to turn over her medical. No, she doesn't. This is her. Did Star Marie get herpes from Cardi B? No. So I ain't got to turn over nothing. You came on a show and said that I had something that had nothing to do with you. If I walk around with HIV right now and if I didn't give it to you, that's defamation of character. You're putting something on my life that I didn't ask for. You're not even supposed to expose that as a human being, period. So Star Marie can get sued, but Tasha can't get sued because she came on her platform. But, hey, that's what I had to say about the whole situation.
They keep asking who you are. You can say it or not. I don't know, but they keep asking who is this?
I'm not going to say it, but you know who I am.
I know who you are. Some people in the chat know who you are too, but yeah. But all right. Well, I'm going to go to the next caller.
All right.
Okay. All right. 803 is next. What's your name? Where you calling from? And what's your thoughts on the situation?
Hello?
Yes. Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
Yes, I'm Dee from South Carolina.
Okay. What's your thoughts on the situation?
Yeah, basically, I think both of them stupid. And they pretty much, both of them, they should be friends because they pretty much the same type of people. Both of them do too much on the internet. And they bring a lot of shit on themselves. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. And I mean, I feel like Tasha K, she playing like a dangerous game because like this going to court, but like, you know, it could be a whole lot serious than just going to court. You know, when you talk about people, you know, they got connections with the type of ties that Cardi B has. I mean, it's like a dangerous game you play. So she lucky is just in court.
Okay, so you feel like she's just playing a dangerous game, and you don't see a good result in it?
She's playing a dangerous game, and I feel like she does make up stuff about people just to have a story. I mean, it's like it's different from people like you that you actually try to, you know, you actually say you know, bring your receipts and say you state your sources, and she doesn't really do that. A lot of times she just say a reliable source, and you don't really know. She could be making a lot of stuff up.
Okay, so you feel like it's a dangerous game because she's possibly making up stories and stuff.
Yeah, and the type of story and the type of stuff that she says and the level that she takes it to. Like she takes it to a whole nother level. And it's like she's trying to be like the new Wendy Williams, you know, what Wendy Williams did back in the day. But what Wendy Williams did back in the day, it got her ran out of town, and that's why I say, you know, it's a dangerous game you play. And when you know, come out with stories about people, you got to make sure that they're facts, and you're not just making up, you know, stuff like that, especially serious stuff.
Oh, okay. All righty. Well, thank you for calling in and giving your input. Is there anything else you want to add to that, or is that all?
Nah, but to me, they're the same type of people, so they should call the truth and just be friends.
Okay. All right. All right. Thank you for calling in.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, so that was the last caller. Those of you guys who entered in late, I have the article up on the screen. I gave this live based on Cardi B and Tasha K amended lawsuit. So Tasha K is countersuing Cardi B for, I think, assault because she says that she was threatened by her team and Cardi and that they made threats, and she took it to the FBI, and the FBI said that if she felt concerned for her life, then for her to move. And so she took that advice, she moved, and now she's countersuing Cardi for $3 million as part of her moving expenses. So I wanted to bring that to you guys. Thank you everybody who called in and gave your input on the situation. I'm no longer taking any more calls, but I wanted to hear from everybody. Thank you guys. Like I said, stay tuned for more celebrity news and gossip. Stay tuned for more drama. And if you did not catch this live, I want to know what you guys think down below in the comment section. What do you guys think about the lawsuit to begin with? What do you guys think about the countersuit? What do you guys think overall? I want to know down below. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and that is all. Oh, and be sure to like the video. Yes, B for Booby just reminded me. She said for you guys to like the video. If you like the video, if you enjoyed the video, definitely hit that like button. Also hit that subscribe button. If you're tuned in right now and you did not catch it from the beginning, catch it on the replay. Refresh the video and catch it on the replay when I end this. But yeah, so like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already, and leave your comments down below. All right, guys. Peace.